TMossBoss show. Let me mute my TV before background noises start playing, throws everybody off. Currently, I am looking at video games to download to make YouTube videos and stuff out of them, but so far I'm not, because I got like this subscription service with Xbox where they give you like, they added that. Ooh, they added the, because I wanted to play that. It's this, PES, soccer game. I wanted to play that. How much space would that gather up? 36? Dang. I need to delete some games, man. I really need to. But anyways, yeah, they got Final Fantasy and all these other games. Like, I think I had bought this game, though, but I don't play it. I bought it on my PlayStation, but anyways, dang, that's a really good title, that soccer one. What other titles? Because now I'm distracted. Like, I know what I plan on talking about is something that I've been thinking about all day. Like, this particular topic, Mortal Kombat X. I feel like that's been up there. That's been up there for a while. I can't remember if it was, but no, there's like a lot of games that I need to play right on this. What I need is one of those freaking what is it? Those hard drives for Xboxes. I wonder if GameStops are still selling them, because I definitely need one of those. Definitely need one of those. Like, it's crazy. I have one of the 1 gigabyte Xboxes. I only got like, I don't even think not even 20 games installed. I got like a selective amount of games installed. It's pretty cool. They added these Wolfenstein games. They got one Young Blood. I might have to play that here soon, but yeah, I got like 17 games installed. And it's like the only reason why, maybe if I delete Crackdown 3, well, I do want to make videos on that. I had to make videos on some of these games, so anyways. But the particular subject or topic that I wanted to talk about, and I feel like that this is a question where the answer can go both ways. Like, you don't really know until you make the move, but I feel like, personally, in my opinion, that a woman should make the first move. I mean, of course, after that, then it is La La Land, and whatever happens, I don't even know what La La Land is, but I felt like that's the only thing that could come to mind, like, describing this. But I feel like between the two parties, who should make the first move? Now, if you're both a woman, then yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm going like based off of like the traditional relationship. Like, I don't know about any other outside relationship. So, however you feel like should whoever make the first move, if you are gay or something, I don't know. That just seems just like, I don't know. If you're a man, I feel like gay is just like not a correct term to use anymore. Like, I can't say that. I can't just go out of my way and call some, like, and if that's who they are, if like that's what they say, like, I know they have it in the title of their prides and stuff, but I'm like, I don't know, like, if you're a man interested in a man or a woman interested in a woman, then I don't know what to tell you, okay? I'm going based off of man and woman. So I am sorry to those out there that, you know, you are, I don't know, you're interested into other things. I guess there should be some podcast episodes out there for you to help you on that, because I feel like you're probably listening to the wrong podcast right now. But anyways, between man or woman, who should make the first move? I feel like a woman should. And hear me out, because yeah, a man should make the first move. I feel like, though, if we're talking like who should ask out who first, I feel like a woman should. Because see, it's just too awkward for a man. It's way too awkward for a man, because in his head, he's imagining she will say yes. But in reality, it's a good percentage that she would say no. So that's why it's like, it's really, to me, I would say that it's really hard for a man to go out his way and ask a woman now. That's why dating apps are the successors of all of that. Like, for the men out there that are afraid of that type of stuff, yeah, go on one of them dating apps. Go on one of those dating apps. You should be fine. Or if you have the luck like me and go on to them dating apps and they're overall trying to charge you. I swear, man, them dating apps, like, I don't want to ruin anybody's thing with dating apps. Like, I don't want you to look at dating apps differently. But I feel like dating apps is just the cheapest way of prostitution. Hear me out before I get to the topic of what I'm talking about. But think about it. You're swiping, you're swiping, you're swiping, and then and my luck with them is that you're swiping all this swiping stuff, and then eventually you get hit with a notification from this app talking about you've made a match. Then you go and try to figure out who it is. You gotta go through all this swiping and all this swiping, never end up you finding out who it is. Then when you want to find out who it is, you gotta pay a fee. Not even that, you gotta pay a monthly fee to figure out who it is. That's nah. I'm not with that. I am not with that at all. That's why I would rather do things the old-fashioned way. But that's the problem. Like the old-fashioned way just seems like that. I don't know. Maybe back like in the 40s and 50s, yeah. Like men making the first move. Of course, we had nothing better else to do. But I feel like in this day and age, like I just feel like things are just so differently that if you are a man and make the first move, you have to make sure that not so much of it being the best move, but making sure it's the right move. And you're not coming off as a creep or a weirdo or a pervert, you know? Like, cause sit down and think about it. When most people, when they meet, they always say like before like all the dating apps and all that, usually people would go to like clubs and parties and all that stuff. Back like, yeah, then it was like, oh, let me just keep bothering the girl until she eventually says yes. That type of stuff is not gonna work now. That type of stuff will not work now. All the things that be going on in this world, no, that type of stuff, it cannot work now. That's why I'm like, with me, I would be so like, and then that's another thing. Like, the girl turns you down. You never hear of a guy turning down a girl. You never hear, unless he's in a relationship. But if he's not in a relationship, you never, in this day or age, I've never heard any of my friends, anybody that I know, turn down a girl. I'm sorry, but that's something that men just don't do. Like, but it depends though. If the girl's crazy, then yeah, cause no, there's the one girl I remember I turned her down in middle school. That girl, she was a little out there and stuff. She, one day she changed her name throughout the summer, and may I remind you, we transitioned from 8th graders in middle schools to freshmen in high school. I didn't know you could get name changes in there, and she was expecting everybody to know this name change. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't catch nobody didn't mail me anything, so I don't know. So I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, nobody ain't told me nothing and things. So anyways, yeah, I was like, I don't know. Maybe like if it's like, well, not even, yeah, like I said, something's wrong with the girl. Like, that girl is crazy. Like, you're afraid that you're going to wake up with her standing over you with a knife. Then that's probably, if you're imagining that with her, then it might be best. I don't know. People be having wild imaginations. Like, stuff can be like, you think one thing, but then another thing can happen. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. If you know based off of other people that this girl is crazy, then yeah. But if you don't even really know the girl, yeah, then I've never heard of a man like not knowing a girl and then just turning her down. I'm sorry, but I just ain't never heard of that before. Like, you have to know who this girl is before you even. I feel like there's this TV show called Guy Code. And occasionally when I'm like in some like life situations, like based off of stuff that they've talked about or stuff that I've seen, I would either go based off of the Guy Code that I've seen on that TV show, or I would make up my own Guy Code. My own Guy Code, and I feel like I've never heard it been discussed on that show before, is that you cannot, without knowing this woman, you cannot turn her down. You have to know like some background history. You have to know her character or who she is. Like, I guess like maybe, yeah, if you ain't really rolling with her character and something, then I guess maybe it's possible that a turn down can happen. But a good percentage, yeah, you don't really hear too many men turning down women and stuff. So, and it's, yeah, I'm like, it's, yeah. I ain't never heard of it and stuff, but like I said, if the girl's crazy or something and you're afraid that she's gonna be standing over you in the middle of the night with a knife, or pulling some paranormal activity stuff where she's just not even holding a knife, she's just standing over you for like 5 hours and stuff, not saying anything, doing anything, and you caught all on tape, then yeah, I would say that yeah, that's probably a big no. Like you would want to stay away from her and things, but overall in this day and age, like if it wasn't for dating apps, but like let's say all of the other things that has happened in this world like happened, but dating apps did not exist. I feel like that if it was like the old traditional way, and I feel like people still do this way too, but clubs, parties, bars, I feel like in this day and age, and still, if it is happening, you know, with dating apps existing and stuff, I feel like women have to make the first move, just to let the guy know that, like, well, like you can't cross any boundaries, but I am attracted to you. So like, let's like just be neutral in the situation, because yeah, it's like if a girl approaches you and she's attracted to you, she's, you know, sitting down talking, giving off the signs and stuff, then okay, remain neutral. Like I'm over here giving off advice. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I'm giving off advice. I'm pretty sure everybody knows how this stuff works by now. But I'm just saying, like it's 2020. There's still clueless people in this till this day. Till this day, okay. But remain neutral. You don't know what could happen. You don't know what might happen. But remain like whatever she's doing. Like pretty much. It's a saying, but it can work in this like this. Respect that person is showing you, you show them the same amount of respect. Maybe it like it, but like yeah, just yeah, same amount of respect. I feel like that overall, like that's how that needs to go down and things. But yeah, because I don't know. I feel like in this, it just with today, not like with actual, just in this day and age and things like. You can't, cause no, alright, so that's what I started thinking of. It was the movie The Notebook. Now I remember I watched the beginning of that movie. I didn't really watch the end because I kind of already knew what had happened. Which, by the way, I'm like, it's a movie where it didn't get me emotional, but I'm like, such a sad and unnecessary ending. The movie should have ended where the woman like remembered everything, and then she was just sitting down talking with the guy about their past and stuff. But I'm like, man, the way that movie ended with both them dying in the bed together, I'm like, you just want people to cry in movies. I swear, I'm gonna build like a production and I'm gonna make a movie, and that's all I'm gonna do. It's just nothing but sad movies. I'm having everybody crying, just the payback. Now I hope anybody behind that movie, The Notebook, I hope they do this. I hope they cry behind any of my movies. But anyways, talking about the beginning of the movie. So, when the dude came across the girl for the first time, I think, wasn't it at the carnival? I think it was when they were at the carnival. And this man is like right in front of the dude that she's with. Like, he's sitting there hitting on her. Like, he overall trying to get her to date him. And I'm like, bro, like, see, it's that type of stuff that cannot work today. That cannot work today. Because I'm telling you, you will end up on Snapchat, Instagram, all these social media like places so fast, being called the weirdo. What other terms? Like, yeah, you're going to be getting called a lot of stuff on social media and things. Pretty much crazy, overall crazy and things. But, yeah, I'm like, that type of stuff just cannot work today. And it's crazy how, like, they need to make a more realistic movie. They need to make a movie where it's like, pretty much based off of what I'm talking about, that needs to be a movie. It might have already been a movie, you know, but I just feel like that if The Notebook can still get showed today, we need to start making more realistic movies, because stuff like that, it just cannot, it cannot happen. I'm sorry, but yeah, then Kissing in the Rain, bro, like, look, alright, the day I'm in a relationship, you know, with a woman, and we're out in the rain, we better have an umbrella, because I'm like, look, okay, I don't even know, I wouldn't necessarily, yeah, I'm like, it's wet out here, hopefully we got like some waterproof clothing and things, then I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, you know, we can reenact that scene from The Notebook, but nah, like, the way they doing it, that's what I'm like, them movies, man, they be so unrealistic, and then people be trying to do that stuff in real life, but then they just doing it all wrong, they trying to change it up, do it in their own way, and then looks what happens. They end up getting on Snapchat with a dude with a bunch of people surrounding them, calling them a weirdo. So it's like, yeah, it's just movies like that. It's unrealistic. What other love story movies are out there like that? I don't know. Like I said, it has to be a neutral thing, and I feel like with me personally, my own opinion, and nobody doesn't even have to go based off of it. Like, if you are a dude and you want to make the first move, you can. Like, I'm not saying that it's not possible, but I'm just saying in this day and age, I feel like that would be best. And to the women out there, I'm like, don't. See, here's the thing. If you're attracted to a guy, see, a guy's not going to know. Because it's like, there's so many times where a woman has, like, you know, given them the same signs you've been giving them, and then just smack them in the face with the friend zone. So you, like, if you are, like, flirting, doing what it's giving off signs, you have to let them know. Be straight up. You can't hide it. You can't do anything to get around it. No, you have to be straight up and let this dude know, I am attracted to you. I like you. I see a potential relationship with you. You gotta let them know that all that stuff off the bat. Because if with a guy, like, yeah, like I said, men get turned down more than women. So that's what it's like. If a man goes up to a woman and says that, then she's gonna be looking at him. I'm like, all right, so he's a little bit weird. But maybe it could be one of them unrealistic love story movies where she finds it funny and stuff. But women don't find that type of stuff funny today. If I did that tomorrow, guaranteed I'm gonna get a lot of like looks at me and stuff like, okay. And I remember I seen that in a video. I'm like, man, that had to have been like a hired actor or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just in different parts of the world, but I seen this video where the guy, and he was doing this to numerous women. So I'm like, bro, I don't know. To me, that's a little bit scummy. Like, you doing this to numerous women. Like, I did that with one woman. If it worked out with her where it turned into like a potential relationship, I'm like, that would have been the one and only time I did this little challenge. But anyways, he sets up like this dinner table, got music playing in the background, puts food out, but they're like on a subway train. And so like it was such a weird thing. It was such a weird thing. But anyway, she's all smiling, laughing, blushing and things. I'm like, that just would not work. That would not work at all. I know people are like, well, have you tried it? Like, no, because I don't even know where to find all of that stuff. Like, where you even, like, this man straight up had a table from, what's a good, like, restaurant? I don't know, from, like, Red Lobsters, okay? Let's say this man had a Red Lobster table, a Party City, one of those, like tablecloth things. All right, he found all this other extra stuff to like really make it seem like it was some like dinner date and things. I'm like, man, you doing too much. How you even get all that stuff on the train without them even knowing? Then he's like putting it all in front of the camera like ain't nobody seen all that stuff beforehand and things. So that's why I'm like, man, like people, look, all right, what I've been saying, like women, please, like you just for at least for the guys, I don't know. You have to make the first move. In this day and age, like we don't know. We don't know anymore. Like we make that first move, then we're all gonna get called creeps, slapped in the face. Well, maybe not slapped in the face, but yeah, friend zone. Friend zone is like pretty much a slap in the face. That's everything like that, and like I don't know. Yeah. Did women just like, I don't know, like it's possible for men to make the first move. It just depends. Like, I don't know. Do I look like that actor Jason Momoa? Because I would say a lot of women like him. Yeah, if I look like him, then yeah. But if I look like myself, okay, the creator of the TMossBoss show, then yeah, it's most likely not gonna work. It's funny though. Because I was watching, so there's like one of my favorite podcasts. I watch these guys all the time. But the 85 South show. It's DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller, Chico Bean. You guys should really check that show or podcast out. Podcast show. They have a YouTube channel, so they uploaded all that stuff on there. But it's like a comedy special, and it's seriously the dopest thing ever. But anyways, they were talking about like being the ugly person and things, and then that's another thing that like crosses like people's minds. It's like, am I ugly? Like, I feel like I'm gonna overall like approach this person and things, because I don't know, where I went to school and all this stuff, I had girls left and right calling me ugly. Did it get to me? No. I know I'm overall handsome. I don't really care what anybody else has to say and things. But anyways, you hear stuff like that, and then that's when it hits you. At that time, when you're about to make that move, dang, am I ugly? Like, how do I look right now? Maybe I should go to the bathroom, like, wash my face, put some Vaseline lotion on, butter up the ashiness and things. But I do all that. What if she does like the ashiness? What do I do? What's going on right now? Why is all this stuff happening to me? Why am I thinking about that girl in the 8th grade? She called me ugly. Why is all this stuff happening to me right now? How come I can't go into this with so much confidence that all this stuff doesn't even matter? Like, that's when all that stuff just starts hitting you. And I have to say that that's when that nervous, like, train, that's when you just start feeling nervous out of nowhere. Yeah, that's when all that stuff, it just really hits you. Like, it really hits you hard. But, no, they were talking about that, like, being the ugly person and things, but even they were, like, mentioning and stuff, like, women should, like, make that move and things, and so that's all. I was like, it was just funny how I was thinking about this earlier today when I was at work, the idea for this episode, and then I had watched that, and I think I might have, like, forgot about it. Yeah, if I probably hadn't seen that video or that clip of their podcast, then yeah, I probably would have forgot all about this, and this would have been another forgotten episode, but yeah. Overall, like, that's the thing, though. Like, I see so many different relationships happening. Some starting off of, like, dating apps, alright? And then there's, like, others. But I'm like, that's why I feel like I need to just ask. There might be a sequel to this episode. Because I might have to go around and ask, like, who between the two made the first move? Who between the two? Because maybe people did that old-fashioned thing. And that self-confidence was stronger than ever. But I feel like with some cases, and I can probably find me a few. I feel like I'm gonna, like, once when this episode comes out, then there's gonna be a bunch of guys coming out like, oh, I made the first move. What are you talking about? Men always make the first move. What are you talking about, bro? Like, now I just feel like I'm just, nope, I ain't hearing it. All the times dudes got turned down, I ain't hearing it. I'm not hearing it at all. I've heard more guys talking about them getting turned down than dudes going out talking about they made the first move. Nope, I ain't hearing it. That's why you see memes of dudes getting turned down versus them making the first move and stuff. So, anyways, alright. Like, don't ain't gonna have me making me feel like I was wrong throughout this whole episode and stuff, but anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you are purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And no updates on the next brand ambassador job that I got in the works right now. I'm going to check my emails after this and see if I got any new updates. Probably make a tweet about it or something. But, yeah, I will, I'll probably make, like, a tweet about it or post about it on Instagram or something. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TMossBoss. And, yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.